Hey, how you doing? Justin here to talk about awesome songs that you should be practicing to work on your power chords. I mean, there are so many. I was kind of freaking out a little bit when I started making a list. There are some that I talked about that are specifically good for particular things. So like All the Small Things is really great for the palm muting. We talked about Cocaine and Song 2 and Anarchy in the UK for sliding up and down the strings. Molly's Lips and Teen Spirit for the string crossing. Another really good one that kind of combines all of those things is Fly Away by Lenny Kravitz. That's a nice, relatively easy kind of a song. It's one that Nitsudge was really enjoying playing. It kind of covers a whole lot of those different elements all together. You could also check out Come As You Are, which has got 2 power chords, an F sharp power chord and an A power chord. You've already learnt the riff earlier, so that can be a pretty cool one to do. Seven Nation Army I touched on as well. That's a nice one for sliding up and down on the one string, but maybe at this point you could try and learn the whole song, which has got this other G chord and the A chord that comes in for the little kind of bridgey bit. But there are like a whole host of amazing songs. Most Black Sabbath stuff is using power chords really well. So Sweet Leaf was an example I mentioned in one of the other lessons, but Sweet Leaf and that whole, I can't remember the name of the album that it's on, but it's incredible, the whole record. Basket Case by Green Day is a fantastic one for the muted stuff and the accents. American Idiot. If we get into the Offspring, we got like Pretty Fly for a White Guy. It's an amazing song for getting all your power chords down, but they're a little bit tricky. You got stuff like Eye of the Tiger, You Really Got Me, Blitzkrieg Bop. There's another one. That's an all-time classic. Just 3 chords, but it's such a powerful one to do. There's plenty of stuff. The Arctic Monkeys and the Black Keys. Like, there are so many songs that are fantastic power chord songs. I'm going to try and list as many of them as I can into categories over on the website there to show which ones are the ones that are kind of good for the sliding, which ones are maybe a little bit more complicated. Because say like Basket Case is probably not the best first choice for a beginner because there's a lot of chords, they're changing a little bit. There's a few fancy kind of rhythm changes, a bit of this push that we talked about in an earlier lesson as well, where the chords change a little earlier than the bar. So there's a few things there that you might find a little tricky in that song. So I would recommend maybe starting with a simpler one. If you've done this before or you're really into your rock, you probably want to stay with this lesson for a little bit and develop it a little bit more, spend a bit more time, maybe check out some of the harder songs. Of course, we did talk about Enter Sandman as well. The riff, the rest of the song is using power chords. Most Metallica songs are going to be using power chords for the main kind of, the rhythmy parts. Obviously, there's a lot of riffs involved. You could be practicing some riff-based stuff as well if you wanted to. Again, I talk about this quite often now, but the important thing here is it being fun. So if you want to learn a song that's kind of a riff and it's got some power chord stuff in it as well, then that's fine. If you're going to really enjoy it, if you've got a band that you really love and you want to play their songs, then that's far more beneficial than doing the songs that I recommend that you do if you don't really like them. So trying to find the stuff that you really dig is going to be a key thing. If there's some power chord songs that you know about that I've forgotten that you love or that you've really enjoyed playing or you've seen somewhere, let me know in the comments over on the website and I'll try and add them into the main lesson as well. Let's see if we can build a database of incredible rock songs that everyone might want to check out. Hope you enjoyed this and plenty more coming your way very soon. Bye-bye.